What's up, Fortress Dwellers? It's Manny Brandon with Manny's Fitness Fortress, the citadel of power. Guys, tonight, I'm going to tell you about lies that the food industry tells us. Food myth versus fact. We're going to get into all the deceptive packaging strategies and things like that on the back and front of the packages so that you can make intelligent decisions about your health. All that coming up right now. Thanks for joining me once again. For those of you who are new to the channel, I'm Manny Brandon, and I'm on Facebook as Manny Brandon, on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube right here as Manny's Fitness Fortress. Thanks for joining me. On here, we do fitness, health, wellness, nutrition, and mental clarity. Let's get it. The first thing I want to go into and dive into is deceptive food labeling tactics. All right. First thing you got to know is there's certain vegetables and certain fruits and certain macros, certain macaroni and wheat products, certain meat products that all have deceptive labeling. So this is what you want to look for. You got something like this macaroni and cheese. It says dinner, it says macaroni and cheese dinner. It says made with real cheese. They're depending on the consumer not reading all the information on the package. And that's what we have to do, guys. I always advocate that. Reading every label on this package. So instead of choosing this inflammatory, option that has enriched wheat flour, enriched means they pulled out, most of the nutritious original wheat and nutrition and put back, a synthetic, low degraded version of it. So it says enriched wheat flour, ferrous sulfate, thiamine monohydrate, riboflavic acid, production solids, salt, sodium phosphate, citric, all these other chemicals. There's about at least 30 ingredients in here. Yellow 5 dye, yellow 6, yellow 6 again, yellow 5 lake, non-fat dry milk, sodium caseinate, all this stuff, cream, oil, sodium citrate, toxic. But yet they market this as something really appealing, especially to kids. They usually put stuff like this at kids level on the shelf at the grocery stores. It says made with real cheese. All right, it might be made with real cheese, but that cheese is not organic, pasture raised cheese. Now, a better option for macaroni is something like this. Annie's is a very big company that specializes in organic products. So here we got organic, Annie's organic, shells and white cheddar macaroni and cheese. Annie's organic shells with white cheddar macaroni and cheese. Okay, let's see the ingredients on this. No artificial flavors or synthetic colors. All right, that's the dyes that I was talking about, okay? No artificial flavors or synthetic colors. All these dyes cause all kinds of issues, kids, things like that. So we also have cheese from cows not treated with RBST. Cheese from cows not treated with RBST. Okay, that's why reading labels is so important. Now this is organic. It also says made with real cheese. Okay, now it also says beyond that, organic pasta, organic wheat flour. It doesn't say enriched. This is the organic original wheat pasta, dried cheddar cheese, cultured pasteurized milk, salt, non-animal enzymes, whey butter, pasteurized cream, salt, non-fat milk, salt, sodium phosphate, silicone dioxide. There you go. Much cleaner product made with organic pasta. So I picked up a couple of these. So usually my carbs are cleaner, usually white rice, jasmine rice, white potatoes, organic sweet potatoes. But if you do choose a macaroni product, make sure it's in this vein right here, this type of consistency, this type of quality. All right. Another example of deceptive food labeling. Okay, this is rice. And once again, you see that word? It says enriched, guys. Enriched. That means they pull out the original, which was, for the most part, 75% nutritious, long grain enriched wheat, and they put back in a low degraded version of it. So this says enrich. That's for the consumer, to try to trick you, to make you think that this is somewhat healthy, milled for better cooking. That means nothing. This is trash. All right, now we turn this around. Ingredients: enriched long grain white rice, ferric orthophosphate, niacin. Now, one good thing about this is it doesn't have a ton of ingredients, but the first one is very problematic: enriched long grain white rice. All right, so instead of this crap, you got two different options right here. This is rice pilaf mix, roasted chicken and garlic. Now this is an example of a healthier, much healthier rice product. So we go to ingredients and this says rice. Doesn't say enriched anything, rice. Wheat flour, salt, garlic. Garlic is the fourth ingredient in this. See, this is what healthy is. Onion. All right, autolyzed yeast extract, olive oil, natural flavor, parsley, soy protein isolate, soy sauce, soybean, wheat. Now, depending on what you are, depending on who you are, depending on if the soy is organic or not, this is still not a bad product. It says protein isolate, soy sauce, wheat salt, turmeric, rosemary, sage. Those are two very powerful herbs. All right, it has sugar, spices, and honey. Honey is the last ingredient. Spices is more herbal flavoring, which is healthy. Sugar, okay, that's regular sugar, but it's the third ingredient from the bottom. So guys, the order in which ingredients appear in the ingredient label matters. If sugar, like you've seen a lot of brownies and tasty cakes and buns and stuff like that, if it appears as the first, second, third, fourth ingredient, it's a high quantity of sugar in there. If sugar appears as the third to the last, second to the last, or last ingredient, it's very, very little, 2% or less. So the order doesn't matter. This is a very good rice product, much superior than this crap right back here that we had previously. And another example, I don't eat a ton of brown rice, but here you have it. It says premium long grain brown rice. All right, and what I like about this is that it is non-GMO. Okay, you see the label right down there, non-GMO. All right, so you know you can have something like that that says premium, but it could be trash. You know, GMO, filled with pesticides and all kinds of other stuff. So you have to read all your labels, guys. And this has the preparation ingredients, but also the regular ingredients. Arizona Integral de Grano. That's it, long grain brown rice. It's in Spanish and English, so that's what I was reading in Spanish. But long grain brown rice, that's it. There's no other ingredient, and that's what you want. Okay, so choose the foods, go all the way around, choose the foods with the healthy contents, the healthy and transparent ingredient labels. Another example, we got two examples of trash peanut butter. I use nut butter, like not Nutella, but a healthier version of hazelnut butter, pecan, and walnut butter, because they're omega-3 fatty acid nut butters. Peanuts are not really a nut, they're a legume. They're omega-6 fatty acids, which are highly inflammatory, but if you do like peanut butter and you don't want to use it, you need to look for these things in the label. So this is Peanut Delight. Very appealing to kids, right? Creamy, Peanut Delight. You turn over here and I circled this in black magic marker, 0 trans fat per serving. Now that's something to appease and appeal to the parent, but it's still trash because if you turn it around, read the ingredients. Dry roasted peanuts, sugar is the second ingredient. Remember I talked about that order, guys? That's very important. Even if there's not a lot of ingredients, if sugar is the second or first ingredient in anything, it's trash. The product is trash. Inflammatory city. Now, after that, after sugar, you got hydrogenized vegetable oil, rapeseed, cottonseed, and or soybean oil. The only good thing in here is molasses, and that's at the very end. So they sweeten it with molasses. That's the only good quality about this product, but it's toxic, has too many inflammatory vegetable oils, and the second ingredient is sugar. It's trash. The second ingredient is white processed sugar. It's trash, all right? Second trash peanut butter option. This says packed with protein. I circled that in black magic marker also. So let's turn it around. We got peanuts. Second ingredient, sugar, and this is white processed sugar because if it's otherwise, they would denote that. hydrogenated vegetable oil, once again, rapeseed, cottonseed, and salt. This is trash. Those vegetable oils cause inflammation. Inflammation is what leads to cancer, guys, and gut health issues. So you want to get peanut butters without this. So the healthy versions, these two right here, this is True Goodness Organic No Stir Creamy Peanut Butter. Now on the front, they also have 7 grams of protein, which is good, but this is what I like. Certified organic, okay? Certified organic. Now, let's read the ingredients on this. We have organic peanuts, organic peanuts, organic peanuts, organic palm oil. Now, certain cooking oils outside of avocado oil, olive oil, and coconut oil, originally in their original form are healthy, but when they process them, they turn them and they change the whole compound, they change the entire consistency of them and make them highly inflammatory. But if you have something that is expeller pressed, it's a lot healthier. Now this says organic palm oil and organic cane sugar sea salt. This is a quality peanut butter product. And that's what you want, guys, okay? 2 more examples. The next one is pancake syrup. Before we get into that, pancakes can be healthy. You just have to buy organic pancake mix. Now, I don't have a toxic high fructose corn syrup filled pancake syrup container because I don't even keep that crap here. But this is something that I went out and got when I had breakfast out, and you'll see a ton of these when you go out to eat. These little packages of breakfast syrup, and this is corn syrup, the first ingredient. That's like a lot of food products have sugar as the first ingredient. Corn syrup, the first ingredient, guys. Second ingredient, high fructose corn syrup. Isn't that crazy? First ingredient is corn syrup. Second, high fructose corn syrup, water, salt, natural and artificial flavors. That's red 40 dyes. Caramel color. This is a diabetes waiting to happen. All right. Instead of that, whether it comes in little packages like this or a full large size Aunt Jemima bottle of pancake syrup loaded with high fructose corn syrup, you get stuff like this: organic agave nectar, plant-based sweeteners. And I'm telling you guys, if you've never tried it, this tastes better than pancake syrup. Okay. You got that. You got organic. It's a glass bottle too. That's why you heard it almost shatter. Wholesome Pantry organic maple syrup, another natural sweetener, and a glass bottle. So no BPAs seeping into your syrup. This is maple syrup, organic maple syrup. And look at the ingredients: organic maple syrup. That's it. Very healthy. By the way, organic maple syrup and agave nectar are loaded with magnesium, potassium, and other nutrients and vitamins. Natural, okay? Here's another example of a toxic, deceptive label, guys. Like I said, it's for the kids. You got something like this. It says Blackburn's grape jelly, okay? Now, when something says grape jelly or peach jelly or strawberry, you would think that majority of it is, at least most of it is of the fruit itself. But if you turn around the ingredients, this is terrible. Grape juice concentrate, okay? Now, not only is there not grapes, but I would even have a little bit of faith in this if it was grape juice. Anybody knows that when orange juice is diluted and it's mostly water, it's mixed with water. When it's grape juice or orange juice concentrate, that means it's 70% water. So most of this isn't even grape. So beyond that, you got grape juice concentrate. There's no grapes in here. The second ingredient, high fructose corn syrup, synthetic toxic sugar that they created a few decades ago to replace white sugar. They said, what can we come up with that's even worse than white sugar? High fructose corn syrup. Second ingredient, high fructose corn syrup. The third ingredient, corn syrup. Fourth, water. Fifth, sugar. Sixth, pectin. This is a diabetes catastrophe waiting to happen. All right. Read your labels, guys. You can get organic fruit pectin jelly and jams with no sugar, no high fructose corn syrup. Read your labels. I got one more example of deceptive food labels, then we're going to move on. Vegetarians, a lot of them, or vegans, are deceived by a lot of food labels. They think because they see the word vegetable or vegetarian or vegan in the title, then it's automatically healthy. Whole foods like grass-fed steak, beef, wagyu are loaded with B vitamins, iron, riboflavin, magnesium, and they're extremely absorbable to the human body. That means you absorb all the omega-3s in the grass, the weeds that the cows and the bison eat is embedded in their tissue. So you get those omega-3s along with the magnesium, the potassium, the iron, all that they eat. You get all that from the animal that ate it. So here's a version and example of a condensed soup made by Venice Made Foods. Vegetarian vegetable soup, okay? Vegetarian vegetable soup. Now let's read the ingredients. That's very appealing. Looks really pretty. The bowl it's in looks really cute. Now we're gonna read this. This ingredient label is that long too. It's that wide. It's almost the entire depth of the can. Water, carrots, green peas, tomato paste, corn, enriched pasta, trash, wheat, flour, eggs, whole eggs, and or egg white, niacin, iron, ferrous sulfate. You don't want that. These are all synthetic forms of these vitamins. Thiamine, monohydrate, riboflavin, and folic acid, green beans. Now after that, high fructose corn syrup. What the hell do you need high fructose corn syrup in something that's supposedly marketed to be healthy, stirring from a vegetarian soup that has pasta in it, which is already inflammatory, and anything pasta that spikes your sugar and insulin levels. Anything that's pasta converts to sugar. Anything that's anything related to pasta converts to sugar and raises your insulin. So high fructose corn syrup, potato starch, onion, monosodium glutamate, hydrolyzed vegetable protein, hydrolyzed soy protein, hydrolyzed corn, hydrolyzed wheat, gluten. Gluten is one of the worst things for inflammation. All right, hydrolyzed corn protein, hydrolyzed wheat, gluten, sunflower oil, toxic, garlic powder, celery powder, white pepper. 3 healthy things are at the bottom of the list. So just like I said, guys, before, with toxic ingredients that are at the bottom of the ingredient list, where there's very little effect because they're in such small quantity. If you have healthy ingredients and just put them in the ingredient label just to say, oh, I got it in here, it does nothing if it's only 1% of it. So same scenario, just reverse. 3 healthy ingredients at the bottom of the list. It's less than 1% of celery in here, garlic powder. 70%, 80% of this, guys, is toxic sugar, high fructose corn syrup, and everything else bad that you can think of is a healthy version of that. Your gut is your second brain. You improve your immunity, you improve the health of your gut. No stomach ulcers, no intestinal ulcers, absorbability, bone broth, not just chicken broth, but bone broth heals your gut. Anyone that's ever had a stomach ulcer or gut issues, if you had any type of sickness related to your immunity, you can get bone broth, and it is a magic potion for healing gut issues. It also helps facilitate and heal connective tissues, cartilage, tendons, ligaments, your skull. Bone broth is extremely powerful for just like cognitive function. Your brain is like 2/3 fat, so the healthy fats in this and the protein is just amazing. Bone broth just heals your entire skeletal system, improves and boosts your immunity. That's why they advocate drinking this if you're sick, weak joints, anything like that, achy joints, bones, tendons, ligaments, cartilage. It's really great for all of that, guys. So let's read the ingredients in this. Water, organic chicken stock, less than 2% of the following: organic dextrose. Like I said, dextrose is a form of sugar, but it's less than 2% of dextrose, but it's actually organic. Then you got organic flavor, organic yeast extract. Yeast is very good for the gut microbiome. That's why Ezekiel bread is so healthy. Sourdough bread is very healthy for the gut because of the yeast. So after that, you got organic rosemary, and exclusively by Aldi. Amazing. So that's it for the Deceptive food labels. Now, guys, the second main topic I want to talk to is something that's been attacked severely and still is. It's a huge myth about red meat, okay? First of all, most of your nutrition is contained in all your food, and it survives in all of your food when you don't overcook it. Same thing goes for vegetables, legumes, potatoes, root vegetables. Same thing goes for meats, for poultry, for especially steak. When you cook steaks well done or over well done, you actually turn them into a carcinogen. When you eat a steak, any kind of steak, Wagyu, red meat, grass-fed bison, grass-fed steak, anything like that, you actually keep most of the vitamins, like 80% of the nutrient density intact. Now that means when you cook it, it has a little bit of pink in the middle. It's medium well, loaded with nutrients. Medium, loaded with nutrients. Rare, ton of nutrients. Medium rare, ton of nutrients. Well done, very little nutrients. This is a big myth because when there's a little bit of blood, like a lot of vegans complain about, you're eating something that was alive and this, that, and the other. The thing is, nutrients are flowing through that blood that supplies that animal with all the vegetables, with all the grains and all the, the grass nutrients that they're talking about eating from the trees and the plants. All those animals have eaten that, and all those nutrients that those animals have extracted are embedded in their muscle tissue. So you're getting all that anyway. In addition to protein, in addition to an unprecedented amount of riboflavin, magnesium, iron, phosphorus, most of the B vitamins that you can't get in that abundance in plant foods. So you need both. Hunter-gatherers, our ancestors, they didn't run around eating plants. They hunted to kill their prey, they hunted to kill their food. So most of the nutrient density is, is intact in like organic animal-based products, animal-based foods, when you have a little bit of pink. So medium well, rare, medium rare, not well done. Anything but well done, you extract the maximum amount of nutrient density in the steak, the Wagyu, the grass-fed beef, anything like that. The other food that has spread and has gotten such major controversy over the years is butter. They have demonized butter, and if you really step back and analyze everything in the media, you'll see that whatever they attack, they're afraid of and frightened of because it will bring empowerment to the people. Same thing with the man that's trying to become president, under attack. Same thing with these foods that they're trying to discredit. You'll see margarine at a super discounted price. You can usually buy margarine for 70 cents, $1, 20 cents for a whole pack of margarine. But margarine is an omega-6 inflammatory food product that increases your risk of heart disease and cancer. Inflammatory products, the high risk of inflammatory agents piling up in your blood vessels. There's nothing healthy about margarine. But they push that. They push canola oils. They push corn oils. They have on commercials, it has just as many sterols, plant sterols as olive oil. And that's not true at all. So what you want to eat is butter. Butter is high in linoleic acid, which is very healthy and very necessary to maintain brain neuron function. And just neuron functions, nerve functions in general in the human body. It helps control blood flow to neurons, blood flow to nerves. It's very healthy, a very healthy omega-3 food, vitamins A, D, E, folic acid, and a healthy amount of vitamin K2. That's all apparent, that's all inside, that's all contained in butter. And you want to also get grass-fed butter if you can help it, if you have that option. So butter is a superfood. It's a very healthy food, extremely healthy. You can Google it yourself, look up the vitamins, say, what vitamins does butter have? What vitamins and health benefits does grass-fed butter have? And then look up problematic issues that you will have when you regularly consume margarine. That's two of the biggest myths, because people only promote, the powers only promote what they want to promote that's going to make you stay, not well. Let's put it that way. Foods and things and resources that empower us, those are the things that we must attach ourselves to. That's all I'm going to say about that. So, guys, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you got some good information out of this video. These are all things you're going to look up, Google yourselves, and look on the side label on these food products. Don't take it from me. Just look for yourself. Annie's is a great product, a great company that makes a lot of organic foods, including, pasta, vegetable soups, and awesome tasting pancake mix if you like pancakes. And all these foods, these type of foods that I always talk to you about, I actually make smoothies out of all this, and I practice what I preach. Mm. Mm. Oh my God. If you want to know what was in this smoothie, you made it to the end, DM me, comment, what was in the smoothie? First person that does that, I'll send out a free merch. Just let me know your size, and we'll get some content, some merch out to you, probably a t-shirt or a hat or something for Manny's Fitness Fortress. I really appreciate you guys. Over here, we do fitness, wellness, and health. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please share the video, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next video. Booyah!